morning. I swear a lot.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Limbus Company. So, pretty similar to last time, but more focused on story, but we do have some extractions to do. At least one. And by one, I mean 10, but you know what I mean. An extract 10. We can do that. I'm really dreading each time I do this, I'll just get nothing new. Because it's such a fucking downer. The odds look pretty good so far, I must admit, but we must build hype as usual. I don't know how much thread I currently have, but I have a fair bit, and I'm thinking that we might be able to do some more upties today. And I kind of want to spread it around a little bit, because a lot of them have been on Sinclair. We've had one on Heathcliff. And Don Quixote, obviously. Most of them have been on Don Quixote as well. So I kind of want to see if I can spread it around a bit more. Let's see what we get. Come on. Okay. Something new, please. Oh god, no, don't do this to me. No, not after I jinxed myself. Please, please. You fucking dick. It's fine, it's whatever. I ain't even bothered. I've still got my paid extraction. Yeah, this'll do it. This'll be the one. This'll be the one. This'll do it. Oh. Oh. Okay, fuck all there then. Bad start. Just bad start. 1300 lunacy. Down the drain. Can we uptie LCCB Ishmael? I think I have enough. I've seen Quake rounds in the mirror dungeon, and it did look very fucking cool. So, honestly, kind of want to just go into it for that. It's a very cool ability. We've got enough for one uptie. I guess we can make it work. We'll unlock Suppress. Trigger Tremor Burst. Right, so that pays off of Quake rounds. Okay. I was wondering why I was inflicting a fuck ton of tremor with no payoff, basically. Inflict Rupture count, inflict Rupture count. 5 fragile. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's see what we got here.
네, 알고 있었답니다. 고맙다는 인사는 해야겠네요.
That's pretty fucking cool. Plus, we've just not really done anything with Ishmael up to this point. I think she deserves some attention. But I find it interesting how the other universes in regards to the Sinners also refers to them still working for Limbus, but in different parts of it. Like, they didn't happen to make it into this specific department, they made it into a different one. Enemy inbound, 100 meters. Crap, we're out of ammo too. It was a clear emergency. The darkly clad children were terrified by an unknown threat with which they didn't know how to deal. Damn, it should have known bringing less to save the company budget was a bad call. It's always a bad call. Every fucking time. Not like we could earn a better review from HR or anything, so why'd... Oh. The child's mouth went shut, for it suddenly dawned on them that their gun had stopped firing its projectiles. 25 meters. This is the end for us. That's when their savior appeared, waving her golden hour hair. Relax, you two. I'll take charge from here. Well, she certainly can. That riot shield is fucking massive. Ms. Ishmael. With her shield raised, the child stared down her oncoming foe with unwavering resolve. This is Ishmael. I've joined up with the team at Operation Site BA-21. We'll help them wipe out the damn rats. Over. Her firearm emitted flashes of light, a semaphore of salvation. And also, please refrain from making idiotic suggestions such as conserving the LCC's ammo in the future. We have well-heeled sponsors backing us. That was a pretty stupid fucking thing to even think. But it is kind of the culture of the city, isn't it? Where it's like, be grateful to the company. It's the only reason you have a decent job. Along with flags of scathing lectures. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. That's about right. Now, obviously, the LCCB stuff, if I'm interpreting this correctly, was some of the earlier IDs to come out, so the uptie stories associated with them aren't particularly detailed, but it's interesting insight into the characters we know. Of course, I learned nothing new about Ishmael here. I knew for a fact that this is her personality, but still. We've got another uptie 3, and I'm happy with that. We're definitely going to be making use of her in the story missions to come, so let's level her up a bit. That'd probably be a good idea. Yes, it would. Marvelous. Okay, very good. And people have also mentioned that I should try overclocking my ego attacks, which, yeah, I would like to do. That does sound cool. Just have to hope I'll be able to do it without fucking myself up too much. As it turns out, we don't even have a combat encounter yet, it's just story. Returning to the bus, I sense an uneasiness in the air. It looks like Virgilius isn't going to let today's incident go unpunished. Buena suerte, Don Quixote. Yeah, she might be in trouble. It was a bit of a fuck up in a major way. A pouty Charon and the cold stare of Virgilius awaited us on the bus. The air was heavy with a sense of oppression, leaving little room for light-hearted jokes.
늦었어. 카론 100까지 샜는데도 너희 안 왔어.
I mean, you know, we were busy, but hey, if we lasted more than 100 seconds in that fight against the staff of K-Corp, we probably did quite well, so you could be proud of us.
카론.
She seemed to have a few more words ready to be flung in that icy tone, but Virgilius put a hand on her shoulder and gave her a glance.
베르, 카론은 지금을 기억할 것입니다.
That's spooky.
미안해. 다음에 사탕 사줄 테니까.
Charon sat in the driver's seat without further complaint, and Virgilius slowly turned to us, and I'm not sure which of the two I would rather lectured us, because they're both scary in their own way. If there was one thing the sinners and I were all good at, it'd be sensing imminent danger and making way. Dispersing from the group, we scuttled away into our seats, leaving only Don Quixote anxiously standing in the aisle of the bus. Oh, she's so small, and you've left her all by herself?
변명을 듣겠다, 돈 키호테.
Come on, she's just a little gremlin.
본인은 핍박받고 있는 약자를 그냥 지나칠 수 없어.
Oh.
아니, 틀렸지.
But this the reason, is the explanation. Oh. My vision couldn't follow what happened in that instant. I have nothing to blink, so it shouldn't have been possible for me to miss a moment, and yet... Come on, man. She's just a little gremlin. When I caught up with the situation... Oh no. The first thing that came into my sight was Don Quixote brought to the ground, shoulder trampled under Virgilius' shoe. Damn, he can raise his legs high too. Well, she's pretty short actually, so that's not so surprising, but still... Not really the point.
나는 변명을 하라고 했지. 네 사상을 변호하라고 하지 않았다.
I mean, I feel like you're splitting hairs, but okay.
처음이 아니지, 돈 키호테. 벌써 3번이나 비슷한 일이 있었다.
I mean, yes, there was the incident in the casino. Okay, yeah, no, there were 2 instances in Canto 2, yeah, because she attacked the gangster, and then she was kind of responsible for Dante fucking up, even though that was explicitly our fault, except it wasn't. It was weird. And then, of course, K-Corp checkpoint, yeah.
네 정신 나간 짓 때문에 3번이나 일이 어그러질 뻔했다고.
Well, I mean, the first 2 times it worked out pretty well. In fact, it worked out ideally. You know, Canto 2's operation actually went a lot more smoothly than if we followed Effie and Sword's plan, because it didn't matter if we won that card game or not anyway. So, really, she's only jeopardized our work once. And yes, she did jeopardize it this time. In a major way, in a serious way, but, you know, that's only 1 strike.
어떻게 생각하지? 말해봐라.
She's just a little gremlin, man, come on.
본인을 위해 동료에게 폐를 끼치기는 했다만.
Inconvenience might not have been the word to use. Ooh. Don Quixote's pained groan grew louder, but no one stepped in. Not much they could really do, to be honest. Of course, she was being punished for her own actions. But more than anything, it was evident that disrupting this wasn't going to make the situation better. Yeah. He's pretty fucking pissed.
생각을 물었다고 왜 말을 알아듣지 못하지?
Once again, you're still kind of splitting hairs there, buddy. But, you know, this is a situation where really you should do exactly what you're told and nothing but.
말하고 있지 않았어.
I mean, that does happen to Don Quixote quite a lot.
너는 여기서 미안하다는 말을 했어야 해, 돈 키호테.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, she hasn't actually apologized for it yet. Not once. None of them. She hasn't apologized for a single thing. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a really good point. She's not apologized at all.
덧붙일 거라면 앞으로 어떻게 할 것인지 계획을 말했어야 했고.
Reasonable, I suppose.
이런... 아까부터 답을 정해놓고 말하고 있지 않소?
That is fair, but you should have apologized.
모르나? 회사는 대부분 정해진 답을 갖고 있다. 그 답을 맞출 수 있는지를 물을 뿐이지.
Yeah, also worth pointing out, this isn't like me going to a friend and being like, I'm sorry I knocked over one of your glasses or whatever. This is a company. And it's a company in a dystopian, fucked up world of... Yeah, this all fits.
회사가 너 따위에게 의견을 묻고 있다고 생각하면 큰 착각이다.
It's worth pointing out that this is not a fixer office, it's a company, and most fixer offices aren't particularly bright and sunshiny either anyway.
회사가 그렇다면 본인은...
지치는군.
I mean, she might have been about to apologize. Is it good to do? Maybe, we don't know. Oh. Virgilius kicked Don Quixote, tossing her to the floor. Oh no. Then, gripping her full by the collar...
입사할 때를 기억하고 있겠지.
You'll have to be more specific.
그날의 거래를 잊지 않았으면 좋겠습니다. 돈 큐테 씨.
Oh god. Virgilius's eyes glistened with a much brighter hue of red than usual. So bright, in fact, it's actually reflecting in Don Quixote's eyes. Staring directly into them, Don Quixote soon gave back a nod without another word.
여기까지. 원래 위치로 돌아가도록.
Oh, Oh, I did say, did I not? I think on previous occasions, like, man, Virgilius, I really need you to help me keep these sinners in line. And he did. And he's done it. He did. Why'd it have to be Don Quixote, though? Watching someone who usually exuded pride and confidence quickly shift to such a discouraged, crestfallen state didn't exactly make for a pleasant sight, to ignore the violence that just took place, though a deal that got Don Quixote to go silent simply by bringing it up. Makes me wonder what it was about. Yeah, well, we do this a lot where we sit here and we go, I wonder what that's all about, and then we never follow up on it, so... Whatever.
다른 놈들도 마찬가지다.
I imagine, yeah.
회사는 자아 실현의 공간이나 사상을 설파하는 장소가 아니다.
Yeah, for real.
취업 규칙을 위반하면서도 돌발 행동을 하겠다면 자신이 치를 대가를 한 번쯤 더 생각하고 행동에 옮기도록.
Yeah.
죽는 게 낫다고 생각하겠지만 죽지 못할 거고 프리랜서가 되고 싶겠지만 퇴사가 불가능한 시기를 보내게 될 테니까 말이야.
Why are you smiling?
아무래도 저 양반 아이고 뭐더라? 저 자크 프리더 씨한테 그 도움을 받은 게 힘이 기분이 상했던 모양이군.
Zach Fritcher? Are you talking about Siegfried?
지크 프리트님이요.
It's not even close.
본격적으로 작전 시작도 안 했는데 잔소리나 들었잖아. 그러니까 눈치 좀 보면서 행동했어야지.
A scolding would put that mildly. That's probably the most severe one so far.
에휴, 언젠가 한 번은 이럴 날이 올 줄 알았어요. 앞으로는 다들 주의하죠.
It was kind of inevitable.
둘 다 왜 나를 야리냐? 죽고 싶냐?
I mean, Heathcliff isn't that disruptive to the overall operation, to be honest. He doesn't tend to initiate problems, he tends to act once problems have already started, you know, like the situation in the casino. He didn't pick a fight with the Ting Tangs. He didn't pick a fight with K-Corp, although it's implied that he might have done. Like, Dante saw him gripping his bat a bit tightly, so he might have done something, but no one knows that for sure. No.
알았어, 알았다고.
That was rough. That was very rough. That was extremely rough. And unfair, she's one of our best fighters as well. Oh. With everything sorted out, in quotation marks, not written, but I'm putting them there, we finally resume our journey to the town of Kalu. Before we can bask in our momentary peace, someone claiming to be an inquisitor leaves a hole in the back window of our bus. That's rude. Let's see if we can make this work.
준비는 끝났습니다. 명령 대기.
With the conflict sorted out, the bus finally departed. Looking out the windows evoked a strange feeling in the passengers.
저 인간들은 얼굴에 근심 하나 없어 보이네.
That sounds nice. This is way different from the roads we've been through.
아하. 그러고 보니 관리자 양반은 둥지 한복판을 지나오는 건 처음이겠어.
Well, considering my memory only lasts to when you guys saved me from the forest, technically yes, but also probably no.
둥지랑 뒷골목은 수준 차이가 심하죠. 또 둥지마다 저마다의 고유 문화와 역사가 다르고요.
At least until the nest falls, anyway.
전원 집중.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
이번에 갈 목적지는 K사의 칼프 마을이다. 그곳 어딘가에 로보토미 집으로 연결되어 있는 통로가 있다는 정보다.
Ah, is it going to be like a Resident Evil 4 village? And we fight the Inquisitors of N-Corp and it'll be all that kind of spooky religious horror? Oh no, this is very relevant to Sinclair, isn't it? As soon as the name Kawa was mentioned, Sinclair lapsed into fear once again and started trembling. As if something were coming after him.
하지만 너희들이 전해준 정보대로 제3의 세력들이 이미 그 지부를 점령 중인 상황이다. 그래서 클리어 부서에 추가적인 정찰을 요청했지.
Yep, there's going to be a lot of fighting, I can see.
비포팀의 사정관측 3과가 투입되었죠. 에피와 소드 씨도 함께 하셨을 겁니다.
Well, they'll probably do well then.
상황이 어떤지 파악이 되면 그쪽에서 먼저 보고를 줄 거다.
Or they're murdered. They might be murdered. Shortly afterwards, the bus entered a quiet woodland path leading to the village. Lush green trees, rarely found in the back streets, began to decorate the scene, providing a comforting sight, but that was soon disturbed by something odd. It occurs to me how fucking large the city is. Like, we already got an idea that the city was pretty fucking big, like, let's be real. Kind of more, almost more like a country in its own right, but this kind of confirms how big the city is, that we went from like a forest, which was probably on like the outskirts of the city or something, to we're now like in a nest which has its own like forest area with a tiny village in it that's like secluded. So this nest alone is fucking huge, unless I'm completely misinterpreting the geography of this, which I might be. I was never very good at geography, I was more of a history boy. I could see an ominous billow of smoke rise in the distance.
왜? 저기 연기가
They're throwing you a barbecue, Sinclair, to welcome you back.
싱클레어?
결혼 꺾어.
Turn!
해피기둥 덜컹덜컹.
Evasive maneuver! Rumble tumble! If I'm ever playing like a fucking Starship game or something, you know, like a spaceship shooter or whatever, and I have to dodge something, I'm just gonna say rumble tumble every time now. Next time I'm on a railjack in Warframe, I'll just be like, if the pilot's not dodging enough, I'm gonna be like, rumble tumble! Rumble tumble! And be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Jesus Christ. The bus made a sharp turn to the left shortly before a giant nail flew in and noisily embedded itself in the back window.
어떤 새끼야? 뒤질 뻔했잖아.
Sorry, I just really like it when Heathcliff starts shouting. His voice actor does such a good fucking job of sounding genuinely angry. And like, I guess like high strung, so it's like whenever something happens, he immediately just goes, what the fuck's going on? And he just starts freaking out. I love that about Heathcliff. He just fucking loses it all the time.
이 정도의 가속도로 실험해보진 않았지만 창을 조금 더 튼튼히 덧댈 필요가 있겠군요.
I agree, maybe double glazing isn't quite enough.
우리를 향해 정확히 조준하고 던진 거다.
아까 비포팀들이 일컫던 엔사의 직원이겠군.
Looks like we're gonna have a scrap.
베르, 메피가 다쳤어. 카룬 슬퍼.
We're gonna have to go body them, you realize?
멈추지 않으면 더할 기세군.
Yep.
전원 한차.
Time to body. Oh my god, wow, they really do look like that, don't they? As we got off the bus, a group stood in the way, clad from head to toe in rusty armor with faded coats of white.
정차. 이 길로는 지나가지 못한다.
Maybe you should have tried asking before you nailed our window.
아 이렇게 말로 하면 될 걸 유리창까지 뚫을 건 뭡니까? 나 참.
This is gonna cost a fortune.
선전 보고 없이 공격해놓고는 무례하군. 소속이라도 말해야 예의지 않겠나?
Doesn't anyone in this universe apologize for anything?
우리는 이단 신문관. 불경한 일을 꿰뚫는 못이오. 죄악을 두드려 다스리는 망치다.
That doesn't mean you're above an apology.
인사. 나겔 운트하머의 직원이라는 걸 어렵게도 말하네요.
Nagel und Hammer. That's a cool name. I appreciate that.
묵과 망치라고도 불리죠.
Yeah, I got that, Faust. Thank you.
지금은 이단 신봉자를 정화하고 있으므로 이 앞을 지나갈 수 없다.
Oh, so they're probably burning the village?
이단. 이봐요. 우리는 단지 이곳을 서둘러 지나가고 싶을 뿐입니다. 뭐냐?
Yeah, go on, Gregor. Well, this is your second chance to do some acting.
관광.
Yeah.
관광 버스라고요.
Oh my god. Labeled as tourists all of a sudden, the sinners exchanged looks in silence, as they were all holding weapons and wearing uniforms. To prevent another disastrous first impression, Gregor was doing what he could, even though his efforts fell flat for the most part, to gently appease the armored crowd. Accompanied by an attempt at the kind, harmless smile a tourist would wear.
그래. 저번 광산 때부터 느꼈던 건데 사실 이런 쪽 개그에 욕심 있는 거 아니야?
I love these bits. These bits are my favorite. I am all about this.
그런 거 아니라고.
Sorry, Greg, just one more time, would you please? Like, I may have laughed too early and everyone at home might not have heard it.
그런 거 아니라고.
Cool, thanks, buddy, appreciate it. The quivering corners of his mouth roused pity in my heart.
그렇다면 그대들의 순수성을 증명함이 바르리라.
It appears to be working.
좋아. 방법을 알려주면 못할 것도 없지.
Yeah. The Inquisitor suddenly pointed in my direction.
저 불경한 여행자의 머리를 베어내라.
Please don't. Me.
그리고 우리 망치의 앞에 무릎 꿇고 봉헌해라.
But can we just show you our employee cards? That was enough for K-Corp.
그렇다면 그대들은 때묻지 않는 자이며 여정의 불이익 또한 없을지니.
Unfortunate.
물론 그 불결한 차량도 두고 가야 할 것이다.
Oh, so we have to give you our bus as well. Sure, why don't I give you the shirt off my back as well?
보자보자니까 무슨 헛소리야. 야, 아무리 우리가 핫바지처럼 보인다고 해도 그런 걸 들어줄 것 같냐?
Heathcliff, bruv, this boy's got the crackers. For real. Furious, Heathcliff was the first to quit playing as a harmless tourist. Heathcliff, you didn't have to, it's for the bus. Done. It's not for us, it's for the bus.
가짠치도 않은 것들이 어디서 나보고 무릎을 꿇으란 거야?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I honestly thought it was gonna be like, I ain't giving you my fucking vehicle, that's how I travel. It's okay, Dan. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, his heart's in the wrong place, but he's doing the right thing. The Inquisitor, as was declared to us, nodded in response.
알겠다. 그렇다면 그대들은 이단이다.
You can't do that. Only the Pope can do that. With that, the group of Inquisitors moved into position at once, ready to attack. Is he the Pope? He could be the Pope. Is everyone the Pope? Is it just a company of popes? Pope company? This is Darkest Dungeon as fuck. The music, the terrain, the enemies. The only thing not Darkest Dungeon about it is us. So how's this looking? Neutrals, eh? 5, 4, 2, 3, but he's got like 3 coins. We've got 1. 6 plus 3, 2 plus 3, but he's got multiple coins. I honestly quite like those odds. I don't think this will be too difficult. I probably should take it seriously though, but let's just probe them and see what happens. Yeah, see, they're pretty tough. Yeah, see, okay, not bad. I don't think we won a single clash. Good job. Good job. Fortunately, we did enough damage to make it happen, but yeah, That's uncontested, that's fine. This would struggle. And it would, in fact. I reckon Fleshshake could do it. We'll give these a try. I reckon we'll be okay. Unless we won't be. I don't know, let's figure it out. Let's just find out. I'm trying to understand what constitutes a good and bad engagement more. You know, I'm trying to really look at it. See, for instance, I had a good feeling about Yasang and he did do it. So it seems like I'm onto something here, but, you know, things are going roughly as I'm expecting them to. Because as I'm sure you all know, or knew, initially I looked at these numbers to determine what was a good and bad clash, when those are obviously damage numbers, or at least I think they are. I will go for that because two coins on 1 less is a good deal. I acknowledge that. We'll go for that. Go for that. And then we can basically hit them in the sides and absolutely do them in. Don't worry about using your Quake rounds just yet. I know you've got limited ammo. Let's fucking save it.
너냐?
Good. Yeah, see? It's going pretty well. Yeah, yeah! Alright, we're figuring this out. It only took me like, what? 9 episodes, technically 11 episodes? Oh, fuck him up. Absolutely bodied. Alright, I think we got this. I think we can make this happen. That's not good immediately. Oh, no. But a clash win would inflict paralysis next turn, and that would be quite nice. I say that's worth trying. Same either way. Dominating. 8 minus 3. Fuck it, give it a try. Getting gluttonous resonance would actually help us quite a bit. Yeah, give it a go. Well. Ooh. No. Well, you gave it a solid try there, you're saying you really did, but you've been nailed. It's unfortunate. That also failed. Better to take the time now to learn these lessons rather than later on, at which point it might go really badly. I've noticed that these guys aren't particularly durable, and that's probably on purpose to give us a chance to learn them. Shove him. Ah, yeah. Big shove. 2 of them are staggered. We should be able to handle it. And then from there, just do damage. Yeah, this all works out. Okay.
너냐?
Go on, get him. Go on. No. 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 Fuck. Damn it. He's fucking dead. Good to know. Yeah, we're fine, but this was obviously an intentionally easy encounter to, you know, ease us in. We're gonna need to be a little more careful about this, because when there are like 5 of them, for instance, it's gonna get trickier. A little more thread I could up-tie. And 7 association Yasan could really do with it. An observational eye is really good. Alright, I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, because I've noticed I've got 2 available, actually I don't need to be right back. I can skip these. Good. Now we've got enough for a fucking uptie. I'm gonna put it on my 7 association boy, because I want him to be good. Even though he probably won't be. Also, shard thread exchange. Oh yeah, I could have done it this way. Okay, but now I don't have. Now I don't have to, so it's fine. Uptie.
예측하고 있던 상황이요.
Oh my boy. Yes. Occurs to me, of course, so if I have him in the team, we won't get to use Observational Eye, but I kind of want him in the team. Your combat technique must be that of the Spy. Oh yeah, that's right. I've always struggled to best you in combat, so I tried turtling up a bit this time. While the idea on its own is commendable, would you remind me of the name of the weapon you're holding? Oh, this is a rapier. That is a sword whose blade is critically thin, while the Spy's weapons are thick and large. It's those characteristics that allow their members to defend and counter with ease. To imitate it with a slender weapon will doubtlessly prove to be difficult. Oh. For instance, I myself am adopting the Sinks techniques. Ah, really? Ah, now that you mention it, I can kind of see the similarities. The basics are all you need to borrow. To copy a known method faithfully is to leave yourself open for its known countermeasures. The child continued as he slid his sword back into its sheath. I'm only noticing now that all the sinners are being referred to as the child in their upties. I assumed it was the case for Don Quixote and Sinclair because they're kind of young. Constant observation is key, and existing art cannot be made yours until it has been adapted beyond mere imitation of mirror image. I suggest you study the fundamentals by observing once more. Thank you very much. Finished with his advice, the child stepped outside. Said child, Yi Sang, was consistently respected by visitors and colleagues alike, and I'm sure you can see why. He may appear cold and uncaring, but he never shied away from giving valuable advice where it was needed. The cafe is good. Of course, he didn't think much of it. My boy. So Moulinette does its best work if it is uncontested, but it seems like it could do a reasonable job contesting something. Well, we're as prepared as we're gonna be, so let's get back in there. Level 20, enemy info. We know nothing about them, excellent. But surely this would provide us with the same information. As N-Corp Inquisitors, they're weak to blunt, as was mentioned in the comments previously. We've got a fair amount of blunt in our team. I think we'll be alright. The advance party contacted us at last. The mysterious voice coming from the transmitter was a telltale sign that something was up, throwing Sinclair into another fit of terror. Oh boy. It occurs to me I should edit the people on the bench to make sure they're actually providing passives, because, that shit is useful. Hong Lu was the only one who wasn't, so it's all good.
준비는 끝났습니다. 명령 대기.
Getting back on the bus, Virgilius greets us by casually lifting a hand.
이번엔 상대하기 조금 까다롭진 않았나?
Not really, K-Corp was a lot worse.
누누이 말하는 거지만 당신이 도와주면 훨씬 빠르게 끝낼 수 있어.
It's true, instead of just beating up Don Quixote, you could beat them up as well.
나도 누누이 말하는 거지만 내가 도와주는 건 아무 의미가 없어.
Yeah, but there's no point in you being here if you don't help. It goes both ways, Virgilius.
저자들 우리더러 2단 신봉자라고 했어요. 대체 뭘 보고 그러는 거죠?
That we aren't them. I think they were targeting me.
못과 망치, 경험이야말로 가장 중요한 가치란 말하는 날개.
Uh-huh. Mersault muttered vaguely. Experience?
인간은 자신의 가치에 맞는 경험과 행동을 할 수 있도록 정해져 있다. 그들은 경험에 대해 그렇게 말합니다.
I see.
그것들 우리에게 관리자님의 머리를 내놓으라 했지.
Which no one was particularly quick to refuse, even you, Otis.
그렇다는 건
그들이 또 온 거예요? 잊지 않았던 거죠? 그렇게 찾아와서.
Oh no. Sinclair was almost having a fit at this point. Rhodia looked at him with pitying eyes, but there was little she could do about it.
베르베르, 소리 나는 상자가 시끄러워.
The sound box is being noisy.
산발대에서 연락이 온 모양이군.
Cool. It sounds like it's gone well, I can already tell. Yeah, it sounds like it's going well.
이리 줘.
Give me that noise box. Don't worry, I'll hit him with some of my acting skills. We're just tourists. Let's rise up. Hang on, I'm getting my bits confused.
에피, 여기는 버스다. 거기 상황은 어떤 것 같아?
This is the code name of the bus. How are things?
에피?
That doesn't sound like him.
방금 에피 씨 목소리가 맞았나요?
I think those two might be fucking dead.
아니 그보다 사람 목소리이긴 했나요?
바람.
Oh boy.
싱클레어, 무슨 소리를 하는 거야?
I'm starting to get the impression, not that I ever really doubted it, but Sinclair might have a very good reason for being traumatized.
이 바람 소리가 들렸잖아요. 마지막에 희미하게.
Oh boy.
그런 게 들렸었나?
Probably.
그 자식이 온 거예요. 마침내 우리 마을까지 전부 죽이려고.
Calm down, Sinclair. What do you mean by whistles? And who is this wretched woman?
저를 기다리고 있는 거예요. 그건 저를 부르는 메시지였어요.
You're not dealing with this well, are you, buddy? Resentful tears were streaming from Sinclair's face as he rambled.
잠깐만요. 저 앞에 아까랑 같은 자들이.
Yeah, I bet there are.
돌아가요.
We're not gonna go back. You know we're not gonna go back. What?
저희 그냥 돌아가면 안 돼요? 가기 싫어요. 돌아가요, 제발. 이제라도 운전대를 돌려서.
Yeah, Vergilius is not gonna let that happen.
꼬맹이, 대체 왜 그러는 거야? 앞에 뭐가 있는데?
가면 안 돼. 전부 죽을 거야. 돌아가요.
에밀 싱클레어, 쓸데없는 소리를.
Yeah, don't be absurd. You'll all die, but Vergilius won't, and then I'll bring you back and you'll die again, and Vergilius still won't die because he's a color. Everything's fine. Did you just hit Sinclair? Otis was calmly flicking her wrist.
잠깐 기절할 정도로 복부에 충격을 가했을 뿐이다.
Oh, Otis, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, sure, maybe he needed a time out, but damn.
이번엔 박자가 맞았군. 당신 내가 나설 뻔했어.
Yeah, his ribs probably wouldn't have survived that.
겁쟁이들은 전장이 필요 없으니까. 이대로 버스 밖에 버리고 가면 안 되는 건가?
Bit much. That might be a bit too far, yeah. Well, you know, yeah. Me and Dante have a lot in common, it seems.
관리자님께서 그렇게 말씀하신다면.
Otis looked down at Sinclair with a displeased face. Even though he was the timid sort, he's never opposed something so strongly until now. This unprecedented behavior of his bothered me. But I couldn't bring myself to ask him why, as he didn't seem to be in any state to tell me. Well, he's currently unconscious. Soon enough, Sinclair came back to his senses. He stared out the window with vacant eyes. The others are all out fighting.
죄송해요. 저도 갈게요.
That's more than I expected.
짐덩이가 될 순 없으니까.
Oh, my tough boy. Let's fucking go. Don't worry, buddy, you're on bench duty anyway. It's fine. We've got this. Oh, we can see Moulinette. Boy, I hope it works. That'll be the same either way. But we'll start with Quake rounds and then maybe hit him with a Tremor Burst or suppress afterwards. I don't know, we'll see what happens.
두드려 패고 터뜨려
Ooh. No. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. No. No. Ooh. No. Oh, come on. At least let me see my fancy. Could you get one heads, please? Fucking thank you. Good God. Nice, but I only saw one move. It's not enough for me.
표적 확인. 표적 무력화.
Two of them have been staggered, it's all good. I want to go with Riposte because if you win, you inflict paralysis, but it seems less likely to win. That's a clash win, but you're not clashing, so it's meaningless. You're not attacking the person with Tremor, so what fucking difference does it make? Just do Quake rounds again, you'll probably kill them. They're definitely gonna die, they've got multiple people attacking them. Yeah, let's go for it, fuck it.
탐구는 끝났어.
Yeah.
타겟 무력화.
Oh, that pistol is so nice. I love that gun. And now he is alone. Oh, bother. It is for you, isn't it? Get fucked. Say goodbye to your face. Your face is gone. The music is banging. The fight is starting. Let's fucking do this. That's 6 plus 4 against 4 plus 8. It's not looking good, gotta be honest. But we do have a higher chance of getting a heads than he does. So it might work out, I don't know. And gloom resonance would certainly help. I know resonances don't matter that much, but in cases where the result seems fairly similar either way, we may as well lean into them to get that power bonus. Yeah, that's, I think, Pride. I can't remember which color it is, but the point is it's not Gloom. Fuck it. Good shit. See? It all works out. He's already fucked. Someone in the comments did mention that a lot of the enemies in this section are going to be weak to blunt, so that was very helpful information, because being able to stagger them quickly is very helpful. Even without that weakness, forensics is still ridiculously effective, and I love it. Heathcliff just generally hits like a truck. I do appreciate it. Oh. They should die now. They'll probably die now. He's dead. Funny thing is, despite using a hammer, most of Don Quixote's attacks aren't actually blunt, because it's like a nibbling hammer or something. I don't really understand it. But once again, she does enough damage that it really doesn't matter either way. Works out. One of the moderators for our server told me very early on, like, spend your Enkephalin and get those modules as soon as you can, as frequently as you can, because you're gonna use a lot of them, and boy, was she right. Groups of Inquisitors continue to assail us. Who are they, and why are they so fixated on taking my head? That's a point, actually. That's something I want to check. Right, because there's the whole EX thing. Yeah, yep. So we go back through here. There's a long way, actually. So, inspection. Yeah, we got the EX on that. We got the EX on that. We got the EX on that. We got the... I'm surprised we got the EX on the K-Corp fights, because they were rough. If we've managed that, I reckon we'll consistently get the EX bonuses, so that'll be good. Okay. Why do they want to take my head? What's their fucking problem? Let's body them anyway. I'll see if we can get the Gloom Resonance to help him out a bit, but I don't see it going very well regardless. That's neutral either way, and that's unopposed. I don't know, give it a try. I have to say, Yisang's did not look good, as in what little glimpse I got of it. Yeah, it's because it wasn't. We're doing alright overall. Gluttony would be a good one to go for, because we can lean into it. Good stuff. Yeah, they in big trouble now, though. I think we got him. Fuck it, just go for it. Just go for it, just go for it, just make it happen.
Yeah.
We're leaning into Gluttony a lot, I've noticed. They just seemed to encompass some of my favorite characters and their IDs and attacks. You're alone. Sucks to be you. Goodbye. Who's next? More fools. Now, if I'm right, I don't have enough resources. Yeah, because I'm not. That's a shame. Oh well. Actually, we'll go... Yeah, because you're fighting the same person twice, so we'll go Nibble the and then Flashing Lure, and if it all works out, they'll get a fuck ton of Rupture. That's the same either way. Quake rounds, and more Quake rounds. Unfortunate that it's gone in that order, but whatever, it's fine. Moulinette will absolutely do it. We'll go TN for that as well. It's going quite well, it's going quite well. They're getting absolutely fucking bodied. Oof. Go on, do the full thing so I can see it. Yes. Oof. 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 Oh, yeah. That was so cool. Moulinette is awesome. I actually want to go back to Ruiner and make another fucking 7 association party because I'm really into them at the moment. They're just so cool. Just put them down. I think we're done here. Oh, my boy, no. Do it right this time. That's better. Fucking bodied. Oh my god. That'll do it. I mean, it's a little trickier than the other cantos, for sure, but we aren't struggling too much. I think we're doing alright.
역시 깔끔하게 삼켜버리지 않았나? 호두님에게 칭찬이라도 받으면 좋겠어.
Y'all gotta understand that I will make jokes, but I'm fully aware that, like, fucking Project Moon games don't take it light, and we are gonna run into issues. I know we are. It is not a matter of if, but when. Don't worry, I'm bracing myself. I want to up-tie Ryoshu's LCCB next. I think that's what I want. And then we'll have a unique or not base identity team with up-tie 3s, and that'll be pretty cool. And then we can work on more, obviously, because we're not just going to be happy with that and do nothing else. We've reached the town of Kalwa. A familiar song welcomes us, followed by the morbid sight of trees festooned with horrifying things. People have been crucified, haven't they? Calling it now.
준비는 끝났습니다. 명령 대기.
Oh, I'm out of tea. Damn. I was pretty close. The smoke that was faintly visible through the bus windows covered the whole town.
난장판이네요. 정말.
That's putting it mildly.
그런데 어디서 익숙한 노랫소리가 들리는 것 같지 않아요?
I don't know, do I?
나 이 노래 알아. 그 뭐더라. 눈이 더럽게 많이 오던 날만 되면.
Why are you smiling, Heathcliff?
전쟁 때 병사들 사기 올린다고 이거 틀 때마다 진짜 힘이 쭉 빠졌는데.
Yeah, I can imagine. The song evoked various memories in the group. For me, I'm not sure. It's definitely familiar, but it doesn't bring up any clear images in my head, almost as if I've lost my memory or something. However, I could still feel a faint splash of feeling from deep in my heart. Maybe I knew this song before I lost my memory. This mist of emotion roused inside me, though, it doesn't feel precious or warm. An ache. An inexplicable sting is what I felt.
맞아요. 그날도
Yeah, is this pretty similar to what it was like before, Sinclair?
이렇게 눈이 쌓여 있고 노래가 들리던.
Uh-huh. The trees before us were decorated with grim ornaments. Merry Christmas! All sorts of internal organs and mechanical parts were hung from the branches, as if someone put up people's innards on full display, just for fun.
이건 너무 지독한 거 아니야?
But looking at the people we're up against, this seems about right. This is roughly what I expected.
클래시. 아니, 키치하군.
Yeah, not enough to impress a true artist, hey?
근방에 생존자는 없다.
Yeah, I figured. Then everything finally fell into place. It's just like...
마이크 테스트.
You don't say mic test with like a fucking tilde. You just say mic test in a bland-ass voice. That's how you do it. A piercing sound caused the group to cover their ears.
모두 즐거운 성탄절 보내고 있나?
Are you guys enjoying Christmas? God, look at Sinclair.
고요하지는 않지만 거룩한 밤이지.
That's one way to put it. Isn't Christmas still a fair way off? It's July!
네, 한참이죠.
And yet, here is Christmas.
내 이름은 크로머. 순수를 사랑하는 파괴주의자, 그리고 망치를 치는 자.
Ah, the one who grips. I've heard of this.
이곳을 어떻게 넘어왔는지는 모르겠지만 너희는 지금 사유지를 침범 중이지.
You don't own this place. I don't see your name on it. Well, actually.
왜냐하면 여긴 보다시피 목과 망치가 심판 중인 신성한 구역이거든. 내 장식이 마음에 들려나 모르겠네.
Oh yes, how rude of us to show up on nailing day.
뭐 길은 잘못 들어왔다 치고 지금이라도 얌전히 돌아가주면 너그럽게 벌금만 매겨주지.
Well, would I stop now? I've already bodied most of your henchmen.
왜냐하면 오늘은 성탄절이니까.
It's not the should any of us try and tell her that it's not Christmas?
아, 그 전에 잠깐. 거기 귀도 있어?
Who?
이곳에 있나니?
Oh, hello, sir. Jesus.
혹시 말이야. 거기에 이단이 있나?
The massive man named Guido or Guido or Guido or I'm gonna say Guido, who responded to her, turns to us. He intently stares into each of us until his eyes fall upon me because I am a heretic. He gazes at me for a very long time. Although he was wearing a mask, those eyes of his, they froze us completely still as if his glare nailed us to the ground.
순수하지 아니한 자와 그들의 추종꾼이 함께합니다.
We're gonna have a boss fight? I thought he was holding a sword. I just realized that's a nail. God damn.
그리고 말씀하신 그 아이도.
And the child.
뭐야? 내 싱클레어가 돌아왔어?
So Sinclair was held by N Corp?
날 보러 와 싱클레어. 난 네가 알던 그곳에 있어.
Oh god. Oh boy. I can hear Sinclair grinding and gnashing his teeth. He made a dreadful noise. I couldn't be sure if it was from hatred or fear.
나머지는 처리의 기도 아니면 내가 나서야 하나? 그래도 되는데.
I'm gonna kill you all.
지는 자께서는 불순한 것을 두드리는 일에 집중하소서.
Yeah, focus on hammering, Grip Lady.
좋아 좋아. 우리 정화 작업을 계속하자고. 그럼 모두 메리 크리스마스.
Big Crimbo, everyone. A number of Inquisitors gathered around Guido. He stands firm behind them. I didn't hear how she pronounced his name, and that's why if I'm pronouncing it wrong, despite the fact I've been given fucking context, you know why. I'm sorry. I pronounce everything wrong. You know how this works. He's not making any movement, but his presence alone is threatening enough. An intense aura of hostility was radiating straight from him. And now combat. Okay, fuck, well, alright, I had to make my fucking joke of this is going well just before this, didn't I? 3 waves. Presumably Guido's in the last one. So let's actually have a look at these numbers. Flesh Ace seems like the best one. We'll say that it is. We'll go that for resonance. Resonance. And then that'll just hurt someone, I guess. Alright, give it a go, lads. See what happens. Well, at the very least, Don Quixote can afford to lose clashes, so it's fine. If we build up a head of steam, we should be alright. Flashing lure. It would appear Ryoshu's feeling rather hopeless on this one. Might be time to block. We can at least make that favored. It's not going to be a great round, but let's give it a go anyway.
시작합니다.
Oh, it actually went pretty well in the grand scheme of things. No one's more surprised than me. Oh, fuck him up. absolutely bodied. It's not going great for Don Quixote, though. She kind of needs to do her attacks in order to heal. Oh, he's dead. Yep. That's how you see how your nails deal with bullets, fool. And some gloom resonance for the sake of it, although she's going to use ammo either way, so fuck it.
너냐?
Get him! Yes! Yes! And then, whoop-ams! It's a 7! I love the 7. Oh, fuck him up. Good stuff. He's been staggered, and this round is ours. First wave dealt with. I mean, we can just go damage and be done with it.
시작합니다.
Fucking bodied. Alright, wave 2. Alright, hopefully we can start getting through these quicker. I want to get that EX. You know I do. Do that. If we can get glut resonance, we might be able to improve that. I don't know. We'll see. Ryoshu, could you do a big... You could do a big special. That might help. I don't know. We'll see.
탐구는 끝났어.
Seems to be going quite well. It's going quite well. You're in for a bad time, buddy. This isn't going to be fun for you. That's a stagger. If they're unopposed, then just go for the strike. Yeah, just go for that. These are all unopposed. It's all good. Unopposed. That can dominate. That's favored. Big shove. Big shove. Quake rounds. Deal with them.
삐창거리긴. 삐창거려. 얘는 처리했고.
I keep forgetting, but it occurs to me I should be going for purple skills as much as I can. Because it's the one ego resource we have the least amount of. But it's going okay. Go on, Yasang. Absolute legend. Oh my god, these guys are big. Do you have passives? When an ally is defeated, gain attack power up. After defeating an enemy, gain damage up. Spooky. What about you, Guido? The same. He's near enough the same. He's the persistent. My god, he's so persistent. How could we ever? Don't really want you to use suppress straight away, but it's what we've been given. I wish I could swap those two around, and it's really frustrating that I can't, but whatever. No, I'm not allowed to swap them. Sad. We can at least get Gloom Resonance going. For big damage. Just hit them as hard as we can straight away, I think. I think that's a good shout.
탐구는 끝났어.
That was lucky.
확인 사살.
Oh, execution style. I love it.
무력화.
He's already dead. Wow, this is not going to be tricky. You're fucked, buddy. He's not taking a lot of damage, though. And when his mates die, he's going to get a lot stronger, so that is something to take into consideration, but we can't exactly stop our sinners from killing them. It will go the way it goes. Big hits. Stagger. Oh, a forensics just for you. He's got defense up, I have noticed this. But he's still suffering. It's going quite well, and we might even beat this before the turn limit and get that EX, which would be just lovely. I don't suppose... Oh, you could hit them with red eyes open. I want you to overclock it. I really... that might fuck things up, but I know we all want to see it. I want to see it, you want to see it, we want to see it. Let's do it. Maybe it'll go wrong, and if it does, then it will. It's just, it's the way of things. It's whatever. Get some Quake rounds on him. And see what we can do. At the very least, most of us are going to do some serious damage to him. A little bit of a shove. Oh no! Okay, well, let's see what happens. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it was so worth it though. When it goes bad, it goes real bad. I don't think anyone even got staggered for that. It's fine. Obviously, that's not... You don't really want to risk indiscriminate if you've got more people on the field than they do. Like, it would be good as a last resort if you had, like, one person left. Bodied. God, that was funny. I had a feeling it was going to go that way, but at least we got to see overclocked red eyes. That was really fucking cool.
힘든 상대였어요. 저자가 완전히 정신을 차리기 전에 우선 도망치죠.
That wasn't tough, really. Not as tough as I was thinking it'd be.
수치스러운 소리를 잘도 짓거리는군. 승기를 잡은 군인은 적을 두고 꽁무니를 빼지 않는다.
Yeah, we got this in the bag.
지금 군인 정신이 중요할 때예요?
I'm with you, Otis. Let's just go murder them all. It'll be a good time. Oh, I guess I'm not. Ishmael was right. That's not someone we can beat easily.
철수하겠습니다.
We will fall back. Otis reluctantly backed down. Sinclair, do you know what that chroma meant by that familiar spot?
그건...
Well, yeah. Sinclair shook. He was seemingly overwhelmed with dread. But I could also see a teeth-grinding anger in him that surpassed his fear. Looking at him, a thought blossomed in my mind. You need to talk, Sinclair. Tell us what you know, and you'll prevent half the deaths we might suffer.
작전의 성공률도 올라간다. 효과적인 정보를 기대하지.
I mean, yeah, but... yeah, alright, Otis. I hope I'm doing the right thing as the manager. We're actually starting to take charge a little bit. Sinclair shook his head upon hearing my words, breathed in, and finally opened his mouth after some struggle.
우리 집이야. 크로마는 분명 그곳에 있을 거예요.
Oh, great, she's at your house. Wonderful.
너 그 자식이랑 아는 사이였냐?
You know that, bird.
아,
Bollocks.
하도 귀가 찢어질 두두서대서 머리가 다 지끈거리네.
Sorry, I don't. There have been a couple occasions in this video where I've accidentally talked while they were talking, and I don't mean to. I'm not trying to do that. I'm annoying myself by doing it, but just know that I know I'm doing it, and I don't mean to. I do apologize.
학교에서 만났어요.
Uh-huh. So was she the same age as you, or was she a teacher?
저런, 혹시 친구였어? 친구라면 잘 타일렀으면 좋겠는데.
Fucking doubt it.
친구 아니에요. 크로마는 우리 가족들을 죽였어요.
Not a very friend-like thing to do. Oh.
미안해.
A prosthetic head hanging from a tree slowly turns to face us. Lights and sparks occasionally flickered within. Yeah, that's gonna do a lot for his mental state.
왜 돌아온 거니?
싱클레어? 이웃들이야?
Rhodia asked while looking at the dismembered prostheses.
그런 것 같아요. 아니었으면 좋겠지만요.
I'm sure they were. Sinclair replied, watching with a grim look on his face as their bare wires sparked and short-circuited. The robotic head soon stopped moving, only emitting discordant things. Then a song begins to fill the air again. Okay. All the heads hung from the trees are singing the same song. The carol leaking through the vocal units of so many lifeless heads lands on the flames below.
이들에게 이단이란 건 역시 의체 보유자를 말하는 것이군요.
Yeah, I kinda got that already.
도시의 의체 보유자들이 보이게 된 지 꽤 오랜 시간이 흘렀지만 여전히 그들의 모습을 보고 이질감을 느끼는 사람들은 많죠.
But like, surely the concept of a prosthetic is not a particularly foreign concept. It's not that different, really, from having, I don't know, like a plastic leg. In fact, this is just that, but better, surely.
저희 마을은 K사 의체 산업의 성지라고 불릴 정도로 주민 대부분이 하이엔드 의체 부품 제작에 종사하고 있었어요.
Wait a minute, why the fuck did K-Corp let them in here to do this? It is straight up just damaging their property.
크로마는 오래전부터 계속 우리 마을을 주시했던 거예요.
네 가족도...
네. 저희 아버지는 신생 의체 회사의 대표였어요.
Explains a lot.
그래서...
아니, 제가 보기엔 이자들에게 그런 거창한 사상 따위는 없어요.
They are just a bunch of wackos.
그냥 광기와 폭력에 매료된 미치광이죠.
Precisely. Ishmael asserted to him. After a while of staring at the Christmas trees decorated with his neighbors, Sinclair turned to me.
관리자님, 예전부터 여쭤보고 싶었던 게 있어요.
Can't promise I have an answer. What is it?
기분이 어떠세요?
To have a prosthetic?
네. 머리 대신 의체를 달고 있는 기분이 어떠냐고요?
Yeah. I was a little taken aback since I've never had anyone ask that kind of question before. In fact, no one's actually asked us anything about ourselves like, are you alright or are you adjusting? The issue is that there's no way to know how I might have felt before I got a clock for a head, because I have no memory. That's...
따지려 드는 게 아니라요.
No, it's just I have no idea.
무례한 질문이었겠죠? 죄송해요.
No, it's fine. No need, it's fine. The other sinners were a billion times ruder to me with their daily interactions anyway. I'm afraid I can't answer that. I don't remember a single thing about my life before this clock.
그러시군요. 항상 궁금했어요. 머리 대신 다른 것이 자리를 잡았을 때의 기분은 어떤지.
It must be bizarre.
가족들은 모자를 쓰고 시계를 걸치는 것과 다를 바 없다고 말했지만
A watch, how appropriate.
저는 아무리 떠올리려고 해도 잘 상상이 되지 않더라고요. 그 덕에 저만 유일하게 살아남았지만요.
I'm sure the procedure seems terrifying at such a young age. You don't have to feel guilty about that.
아니에요. 그런 게 아니에요.
Oh.
전 단테 씨 생각처럼 그렇게 무고한 사람이 아니에요.
I mean, you are a sinner. It's not overly surprising. Sinclair quietly hung his head. I racked my brains for an appropriate reply, but no suitable words of comfort came up. Only the unpleasant sounds of sparks and flames filled the street. So it's going well, you know, just generally. It's just as cheerful as Canto 2. Just as jolly.
역시 깔끔하게 삼켜버리지 않았나? 호두님에게 칭찬이라도 받으면 좋겠어.
Holy Night. Silent Night, Holy Night. Yes, very clever. I just got it. This is just a combat encounter, and it's level 25, so I'm gonna level us up a bit, because I am not fighting under par anymore. Not when the game is actually now applying some pressure. I'm not gonna over-level, but if a stage says, like, level 25, then I'm gonna boost us all to level 25. Your boy ain't playing. I've got resources, I'm gonna use them. Sinclair's hometown of Kawa was a village of artisan prosthetists. Faust detailed the growing tendency of the public to avoid prosthesis users as the distortion phenomenon becomes more frequent. Well, there's no story here, it's just combat. Let's get in there.
사건을 끝내러 가볼까?
Yeah, we'll go for a nice guard, I think, because it doesn't look like Yang Su is actually going to manage it. Oh, what's his name? I've actually forgotten. Yi Sang, that's it. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like Yi Sang is going to be able to do it. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, you got him. Oh, you got him. Oh, let's go. Ishmael does well pretty consistently, I've noticed. Although I have heard that later in the game she becomes less effective, like her clash power does drop off. But for now, it's looking pretty good. We'll give this a try. Should be alright. Come on, Don Quixote. Oh my god, you're up tie 4. She is a very good tank, though. And we are kind of bodying them, so it's not so bad. Ribs! What ribs? See, I am aware of the fact that the reason our overclocked red eyes last time didn't go very well was because we didn't have the necessary resources to do it, and that's why it was indiscriminate. But I was just so eager to give it a try. I just wanted to see what would happen. Wanted to see the animation, and it was worth it because it was so fucking cool. But I'll need to keep that in mind in the future if I want to use it as a, you know, actual combat tactic to break it out.
얘는 처리했고.
표적 완전 무력화.
탐구는 끝났어.
표적 완전 무력화.
I don't think she used her bullets doing that, which is good. You seem bigger. You seem a bit bigger. Yeah, you are a little bigger. Oh, spooky. Oh, god damn it. Suppress and Quake rounds are in the wrong order again. Oh, I can't stand it. Fuck it, just use your bullets. Whatever, I don't care anymore. The fights don't last long enough for you to run out of ammo. They will at some point, but they don't right now.
탐구는 끝났어.
Also, Suppress is pretty fucking cool.
확인 사살.
Oh, very good. He's fucking dead. Go on, Moulin M, it's very cool. Oh, it's so cool. God damn.
휘청거리긴. 휘청거리긴.
They're so doomed. No chance. You'll love to see it. Now, is it a good idea to have Don Quixote in the first slot? Probably not, because she's not our biggest clash winner. But she's very fun.
이 정도면 훈장감. 아, 정정. 임무 완료라고 알림. 교신 끝.
Prosthetic bodies pile up like a landfill on a corner of the town. It brings me to think about what my true self is. It could be anything. It could even be a clock.
사건을 끝내러 가볼까?
I'm a person who evolved from a grandfather clock. Prosthetic bodies pile up like a landfill on a corner of the town. I could see that some of them were still conscious, letting out pained moans. The Inquisitors paid no heed. They strenuously jammed nails through each of their victims' chests over and over, executing their pure intent.
심장을 꿰뚫었을 텐데 신체는 아직도 박동합니다.
Well, evidently, you're not very good at it, are you, sir?
필시 철로 덧댄 심장일 것이다. 인간의 본연되는 부분조차 이단으로 물들었군.
I guess you could say he didn't nail it.
불결하도다. 살과 뼈를 모독하고 있는 모습이라니.
The Inquisitor began carefully pouring a bottle of liquid over the prosthetic person in what looked like a solemn ritual. He's going to set it on fire. Judging from the pungent smell, it was most certainly oil.
사람의 기름을 머금거라. 이단의 시체여. 불구로도 돌아가지 못하는 자. 연기로 남아 흩어져라.
Puh. A lit match was then thrown on the pile, letting rise a huge flame. With the sounds of sparks flying about, the air is soon filled with an acrid smell. It's not quite like the smell of burning flesh. The spreading fire finally brings the crackling glimmer in those prosthetic bodies to permanent darkness.
입으로는 정화를 말하면서 지옥을 창조해 놓았군요.
Yeah, same, although I don't have much of a choice right now.
목과 망치는 언제나 인간성을 해석하는 데 몰두하고 있었다.
Evidently.
고통도 응당 겪어야 하는 경험이라며 의체를 달고 있는 인간을 비난하던 자들도 있었지. 이렇게 행동으로 드러냈던 적은 없었지만
Well, until now, anyway.
아니, 아까부터 들었던 생각인데 왜 그렇게 엔사에 대해 빠삭한 거야 당신?
I'm sure we'll find out in Mersault's chapter, which will be
내가 엔사 직원이었으니까.
a while from now. Employed by N-Corp? Yeah, that seems right.
어? 아니 저것들하고 같이 일했다고?
He's probably very good at nailing and such.
저들과 같이 일한 적은 없지만 소속의 관점에서 본다면 그렇다.
Come to think of it, this might be the first time I've heard Mersault actively talk about himself, or actually say more than 2 sentences consecutively. He would rarely recount anything related to him. Perhaps he felt it wasn't necessary to speak at all.
왜 진작 말하지 않은 거야?
그럼 당신도 저런 괴상한 무기를 지니고 다녔어?
He carries his fists, I guess.
굳이 이야기할 필요가 있나?
It would be nice if he did.
뭐? 야, 그럼 내가 너랑 저 새끼들이 같은 편인지 아닌지 어떻게 구분해야 하냐?
Well, he hasn't ripped my head off, so that's different.
난 말이야, 관리자 저놈을 시계대가리라고 부르고는 있어도 머리를 자르고 불태워도 싼 놈이라고는 생각하지 않아.
That was almost a nice thing.
말만 번지르르하게 정환이 뭐니 하고 있어도 내 눈엔 그냥 사람 죽일 명분이 필요했던 미친놈들이 보일 뿐이거든.
I mean, pretty much.
말해봐, 너도 저 새끼들이랑 똑같냐?
There is a parallel to be made here. Just because you're not actively engaging in persecution does not mean you aren't necessarily complicit.
그런 것에 대해 생각하던 시기도 있었지.
I'm assuming it's not the case now. I'm hoping.
같은지 다른지 답을 내놓지는 않았지만
그럼 지금이라도 답을 내놓아 보란 말이야. 넌 관리자 놈이 명령이랍시고 마을 사람들의 모조리 쳐잡아 죽이라고 하면 그대로 따를 셈이야?
That's an interesting question.
꼭 답을 내놓아야만 하나. 그 일이 업무를 처리함에 있어서 도움을 주진 않는다.
It's funny because these two are like Heathcliff is one of the few people with whom Mersault has actually really interacted with much up to this point, and yet they are incredibly different. They're not very similar at all.
사원은 명령에 따라 움직이는 것이 규칙이다. 베르길리우스, 그자가 내놓은 취업 규칙에도 적혀 있을 텐데 관리자가 행하라고 하면 행할 뿐이다. 내 생각이 필요하다고 말하면 제공하겠지만 그럴 필요도 없는 상황에서 나불대는 버릇은 없다.
Interesting.
뭐? 너 돌았냐? 너야말로 머리를 깡통으로 교체한 놈들이랑 별반 차이가 없어 보이는데?
Are you around the twist? Do you have the crackers?
단백질이 16%, 수분이 60%, 무기질 7%로 구성되어 있다는 점에선 명확한 차이를 띠지. 또한 불필요한 중금속은 나의 구성 요소에 해당하지 않는다.
Will you say unnecessary heavy metals? Is that indicative of your feelings on the matter?
그 또한 차이다.
Heathcliff's face contorted with frustration. Mersault was already an enigma, and he only felt ever more distant after this conversation. We thought we learned more, we actually learned less.
하지만 전
Yay!
예전부터 쭉 궁금하긴 했어요.
Finally, some comic relief.
단테님을 정말 인간으로 봐야 할지 말이에요.
Oh. Why is it Pile on Dante Day?
그게 무슨 소리지?
그러니까 단테 씨가 말하는 건 단테 씨가 아니라 저 시기일 수도 있다는 거 아닌가요?
I mean, I don't know who Dante was. I am this person now. I don't fucking know.
뭐? 우리가 진짜 시계 따위한테 명령받고 있었다고?
Yeah, I did just say that I was a human who evolved from a grandfather clock.
정말 멍청한 발언들이네요. 반박할 의욕도 안 생겨요.
Thank you, Ishmael.
그래도 전 지금 시계 머리를 한 단테 씨가 좋아요.
Thank you, Honglu.
나도 그래. 그냥 머리를 되찾지 말고 평생 이 머리대로 있으면 안 돼?
Because I want to have a face.
그럴 리는 없겠지만 진짜 머리를 되찾은 단테가 갑자기 엄청 못된 놈이었다거나 하면 어떡해.
Also, I can't talk to anyone other than you 12 people.
뭐 우리 우리 중에 관리자 양반의 과거에 대해 알 법한 자는 한 명밖에 없지.
Wouldn't that be Faust? Gregor's eyes naturally fell on Faust, who's not gonna say shit because she never does.
그 부분에 관해선 비밀 사항이에요. 심지어 보안 등급 최상이죠.
Which I don't even reach, and it's my fucking head. And I get the feeling I won't be able to read it for myself. It's only natural. I have no idea who or what I originally was, so I had nothing at my disposal to refute Honglu's light-hearted accusation. Maybe he's right, and I really am just a clock. Even if I ask Faust, there's no telling if she'll give me a real answer, and I wouldn't be able to discern the truth in such a thing either. There's even a slim chance that the real Dante is hidden away somewhere and that I'm some advanced imitation trained to believe I have free will. In any case, sitting here and ruminating won't get me anywhere. Who knows, maybe I'll mount this thing on the wall when I find my real head. Ishmael sent me a chastising glare for even suggesting something like that, but she had no choice other than to shrug. Well, it is true. Alright, fools. If we can get gluttony resonance, this might go well. That has helped. It did indeed help. Cool, I'll take it.
탐구는 끝났어.
I think it did help quite a bit. Get fucked, loser. You got the crackers. I just like saying it. I'm sorry, it's probably gotten really old, but I just like saying it. I went from completely outright rejecting the statement due to its absolute stupidity and not bearing on real life, because it's not a thing, to now deciding I'm gonna say it all the fucking time. I can't help it. Don't you judge me. Apparently that's dominating. That would get resonance, but that's dominating. Fuck it. Fuck it.
탐구는 끝났어.
Oh, the resonance didn't help Yisang very much. Sang Yes, Yisang. God damn it, I just can't remember his fucking name. He's my boy. I just can never remember his stupid name. His stupid ideal pun name. My life.
너냐?
Get him. Just get him. Just get him out of my sight. I might actually legit like write a note on my computer and have it on my second monitor that just says his real name. That just says Yisang on it, so I know. I might set that up right now, actually. I think we're going to be required to stop after this one because we're going to run out of enkephalin. Although, yeah, it's going to be in like 5 minutes. I don't know, if we've got enough left over afterwards, maybe we can. Sticky Notes needs an update? How do you update a sticky note app? It's just a sticky note. Whatever, I'll do it later. Let's get in there.
탐구할 것은 무엇이오?
이제 어떡할까요? 지금 저희가 조용히 이동하기만 하면 다른 신문관들에겐 들키지 않고 지나갈 수 있어요.
Fuck that, I want to massacre them all.
단테 씨, 저 미리 죄송해요.
Well, you're the only one who's ever apologized to me, so you know what, I'll just immediately say it's fine.
아시다시피 저는 다른 분들처럼 전투에 많은 경험이 없어요.
You're one of my best fighters, Sinclair.
그래서 저놈들에게 계속해서 심장이 뚫리게 될 수도 있어요.
Are you actually apologizing for the fact that I might have to resurrect you? Because literally no one else has done that.
그래도 버텨주실 수 있나요?
Yes, I will. Sinclair was trembling so badly that it'd be pitiful for anyone to witness. I could tell he was desperately trying to suppress his fear. It wouldn't be the first time Sinclair has died. Whenever he bit the dust, I made sure to bring him back. He's probably died the least, in terms of gameplay, not in terms of story. But today, he's newly asking for my understanding. He looks determined to confront them directly, even if it means he'll die again and again. A feeling quite unlike the fright a usual battle evokes. Maybe he's holding the kind of fear that comes with a certain courage. In that case, are you scared, Sinclair? I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious, but let's roll with it. Sinclair suddenly turned around and gave me a startled look. Did I say something weird?
아니요. 오래전에 같은 걸 물어보았던 친구가 생각나서요.
Why do I... I'm sure that'll play into things in a minute. Sinclair opened his mouth after a brief pause. His voice cracked.
전 히스클리프 씨 말에 동의해요.
What specifically? Heathcliff says a lot of things.
의체 머리를 가지고 있어도 단테 씨라는 사람이 달라지는 건 없었을 거예요.
Thank you, Sinclair.
그리고 우리 가족들도 마찬가지였겠죠.
This is going to play into your sin, isn't it? Thanks, Sinclair.
아니에요. 이제부터 질리도록 죽을 테니 너무 고마워하시면 제가 불편해요.
I think I'm gonna need to start putting Sinclair back in the party because it is his fucking Kanto and he should be fighting. Rodeo was fighting during hers. I just put him in reserve because people were telling me that was a good idea with a red sheet, but you know. My sticky note app is finished updating. Now I'm gonna show you guys. I'm almost tempted to keep that on screen just so I never forget. Just put it up there. So I never forget. Wouldn't it be fucking amazing if that was wrong? I'm just gonna keep it there. Hang on. Oh, I actually got rid of it. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it then. I'll put it off screen. I just want to check that line to make sure I didn't miss anything. Just as I realized I forgot to ask what he said in response to the same question his friend had, Sinclair had already charged into the fray. Fuck it. I'm so stupid. I'm now gonna check to make sure I actually got that right. Yeah, Sang. Yeah, that is right. Okay, I can look at that sticky note from now on and I'll get his name right. I'm a bad manager. The disrespect on my poor goth boy. Get him. Just fuck him up. Yeah, Sang. I actually had to look around to check. Oh. Get him, Don Quixote. What point does it get to it when I'm like, get him, Con Diote? We should really put long her in the party more often. Cleve Hiff is my favorite 7 association ID. Oh, I'm fucking I've got the crackers. I'm fucking losing it. I can't handle my own stupidity anymore. I quit. Oh, you can't even. Okay, you should probably do a defensive skill then. Go for him. Go on, Don Quixote. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. It all worked out in the end. Fuck your ribs. Do not the ribs. That will make for a better result, yeah. The music is really cool. I like it. This one's a little less bombastic than the last Kanto, but that's kind of its charm. It's very steady, which kind of lends itself to the seriousness of the situation. Wave 2! Hey, there's some big ones here. Obsessive N-Corp Inquisitor. Get him. Oh yeah, we're dealing with them. Fuck. Come on, you got him. Yeah. That was close. That was less close. Fuck him up.
해적 무력화.
Damn. A stagger for a stagger. It's unfortunate because I wanted us to use red eyes, but that's not happening. Give it a go.
연구는 끝났어.
Good. Oh yeah, get him. Oh, get him. I did not do much damage, to be honest, but it's not really damage he's weak to. That's one dead. It's a start. Ryoshu's getting bodied. Ishmael's not doing great. Oh, she's bringing it back. Hey, there we go. Oh, yeah. Bonk.
무력화.
Damn. Youch. Double youch. It's a bit of a scrap. Go for it. It's good that she's going first, because she might be able to stagger someone, which may win some of our future clashes. Do the thing! God, I wish that ego was that cool in LobCorp. 'Cause Jesus Christ. I think a lot more people would have used it, you know? Oh, yeah, yeah.
확인 사살.
Ooh. You love to see it. Yeah, they're about done. Get them out of my sight. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, it still gets to do the last one. Boom! Gun down. Didn't even need bullets for that guy. Didn't even need them. Did not even need them. We do have enough for one more. We may as well. It would be a good way to round it off. We'll use up all of our Keflin and then we'll be done. Now, who will we... I guess it would make most sense to get rid of Yasang for this because his passive is pretty good. Ally with the highest max HP gains +1 clash power, which will probably be Don Quixote, which will be quite helpful because she's in the first slot. Alright, well, let's give it a go then. We arrived at the Sinclair family estate. Crucified prosthetic bodies await us in the courtyard. One of them is someone we can't bear to see straight. Oh no. I do believe we found our friends. Yes, we have.
저주를 끼얹을 것이 있나 보군요.
Let's give it a go.
끝났습니다. 명령 대기.
Sinclair's home was the largest mansion in the neighborhood, standing at the innermost part of the town. One could see from a distance that a huge flame was engulfing the estate. I took a moment to try and imagine what the sound could have looked like when it wasn't completely fucked. To bring to mind the times when the trees we saw near the town still had lush, verdant leaves. How Sinclair would have been during those times, or when everyone around him had died. I couldn't paint a clear picture of either happiness or despair. Nonetheless, I only hope that Sinclair can brace himself for the misfortune he'll soon have to face.
정말 심하네요. 이건.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked, Ishmael, for real. A courtyard that could have once been a vast, flourishing garden was now full of nails erected tall. A variety of prosthetic bodies were pierced by those towering nails, and the house was enveloped in ferocious flame, ready to consume everything around it. While everyone's attention was drawn to the prostheses, Sinclair's eyes drifted to a corner of the yard.
무덤들이 파헤쳐져 있어?
Why did they dig up the graves? Following his gaze, I could see 3 graves that were violated. Sinclair's expression alone was enough for me and all the other sinners to guess who they were for.
부관 참시라니 마귀가 따로 없구려.
To execute the dead, what's the point? Father, mother, and sister. Ah, the family he mentioned. That's where they should be resting.
잠깐. 거수자 1명. 전박이다.
Oh no.
휘파람 소리.
The whistling.
아니, 아무리 생각해도 너무 웃기잖아.
Is it though? Someone walked out of the burning household. Her laugh was simply sinister in every way imaginable.
썩지도 않는 몸뚱이들을 정성스럽게 묻어놓는 것 말이야. 그치?
That is definitely sinister, and I counter your point by saying, why put so much effort into digging them back up? Huh? Stupid?
그놈아.
Yup.
그래도 여기 꼬챙이들 중에 잘 찾아보면 찾을 수 있을 거야. 내가 어디에 꽂아놓긴 했거든.
Alright, necrophiliac, jeez.
내 말 잘 들으면 위치를 알려줄 수도 있는데.
I hope you're about to die. If the game allows me to, you will die.
어때, 싱클레어? 여기까지 찾아오다니 많이 용감해진 것 같은데? 시체들을 쳐다볼 용기도 기르고 온 거 맞지?
Poor kid.
대체 이렇게
Sinclair couldn't even speak properly.
비포 팀들은 어디 간 거지? 이 지점까지 왔다면 모습을 보일 정도는 되었는데.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
아, 싱클레어 친구들.
Better friends than you, your buddies are weak.
같이 숨어들어온 다른 쥐새끼들을 찾나 봐.
Oh god.
좋아 좋아. 잘 봐. 내가 조명을 켜줄 테니까 눈 크게 뜨고.
Oh no.
짜잔.
Damn. I didn't even know he had a prosthetic. Well, there you go. Oh god, he's still alive. Yeah, that's him. Ah, his leg's mostly gone. Effie was barely breathing, his limbs had been cut away, and deformed prosthetics were crudely lodged. They put this prosthetics in it? Why? But why though? They're making heretics so they have an excuse to... But why though?
NPC!
Yeah, he's fucking dead, dude. Or he's gonna be. He was too mutilated to even speak a single word. Yeah.
저대로라면 온전히 사망까지 걸리는 기간은
2 days?
이틀이에요.
How do you figure?
장대에 서서히 꽂히면서 고통은 배가 되겠죠.
I would imagine, yes. Then
관리자님, 저는 사람을 최대한 고통 없이 보낼 방법을 알고 있습니다.
I would appreciate it if you did.
쓰였던 적이 많은 기술이라 말이죠.
Yeah, I imagine.
명령을 요청해도 되겠습니까?
I looked to both Gregor and Ishmael. They gazed back at me and, as if in acknowledgement, dropped their heads low and bit their lips. I understood what that meant.
편해지도록.
The collar of Otis's clothes brushed against the wind. Then silence. And it's then broken by Chroma's roaring laughter. You are the most insufferable villain we've had so far, and I will take great pleasure in murdering you. Just putting it out there. And I bet we don't even get to. I bet she runs away. I bet she's a part of the faction. What's their fucking name? What's the name? I can't even remember the name of their leader, that lady in the blue coat. The one who gave Gregor his shit. I bet she's with them. She'll get away from this. We'll fight her later. I can see it coming. Sinclair might be quite angry. At the same time, I could hear something else break.
어차피 다 같은 꼴이 될 텐데 챙겨주는 꼴 진짜 웃긴다.
Uh-huh.
싱클레어, 이러니까 옛날 생각나지 않아? 그때 네 표정도 진짜 볼만했었는데.
Please tell me she dies in this canto. I really hope so. Don't post in the comments about that if I don't, because I'm not going to finish the canto today. Don't post in the comments about it. I'm just saying stuff out loud.
크로마,
Oh boy.
너는 죽어야만 해.
You have to die. You must die.
그게 맞는 것 같아.
I agree.
너는 내 손에.
He was interrupted by the sound of a nail dragging across the floor. It's gonna be Guido?
귀도라는 작자군.
It's Guido! Everyone loves Guido. We thought we had felled him with our best, but not a scratch was on his body now. It was as if all his injuries healed in that short time. They did call him the Persistent. They weren't wrong. Seeing him walk towards us in perfect condition fatigued the sinners. Rendered speechless, all they can muster from their hearts is a deep groan of contempt.
기도, 나머지는 왜 처리를 못한 거야?
Because he's a bitch.
용서하십시오, 쥐는 자시여. 제가 미력하였기에.
That's true.
항상 경계해야 해. 저 망할 철판떼기 머리에는 뭐가 숨겨져 있을지 알 수 없거든.
Uh-huh.
명심하겠습니다, 쥐는 자시여.
The one who grips D's nuts. Got him?
재회는 끝났으니까 나는 다시 돌아간다.
No, you have to die now. Chroma turns around to walk into the burning mansion.
크로마! 돌아와! 내가 널 이 손으로 쥐어잡고!
God, he doesn't even do threats well.
아니지, 싱클레어. 항상 그랬지만.
That's true. A long smirk dances across Chroma's entire face. It's hard to tell if it's the violent blaze or Chroma's vice that is consuming the other. And then...
쥐는 건 나야.
Yeah, the one who grips. I would like to kill her dead, please. I would like this very much. I don't think that'll help very much, but it's worth a try.
너냐?
We should take this seriously. Oh god. Good. Oh yes, it worked out. Not as good as it could have, but it's still fine. This actually went very well. This turn went way better than I thought it would. We'll give it a go.
교전 시작합니다.
Leaning into gluttony just does seem like a genuinely good idea at the moment. I get the resonance doesn't do that much, but it does help. Oh, observational eye is definitely helping as well. I forgot about that. Why the whistle? Is that something in passives, or is that just a cool effect? Chroma's whistles, we shall fear not, for the one who grips is with us. Interesting. Okay, alright, well, if you want to be like that then, fuckos. I'd love to get the purple, but dominating is more I don't know, that's got a pretty high chance of doing it. But it does require Sinclair to roll heads each time. Then again, so does that. It just gives him an additional chance. Go for wrap up, fuck it. Give it a go. See what we can do. Oh, bang him out, lass. Yeah, here we go. Oh, he felt that. Oh, and now he doesn't feel anything. Yeah, I didn't think Sinclair's would work very well, but it was worth a try. He's dead. Disregard your ribs. And now you're dead. More of them. What else is new? We could use that, but there's no need to do so right now. Wrath Resonance might help Sinclair, Heathcliff a bit. Yeah, give it a go. I suppose... I don't really want to waste the ammo, though. This is going to be... yeah, it's not that long a fight. That would be a practically... it's not that guaranteed, it's just a lot of coins on it. It's 2 plus 4 against 8 minus 3. I'm gonna go with shove. See how it goes. That was a big bonk, and it did a lot. He's practically dead. It's going well. Damn, son. Stop nailing my people. It's not in their contract. Observational eye coming in handy. Though honestly, the numbers were so disparate that it didn't really matter, but I still appreciate it. That's a very good passive. Very simple. I'm sure there are better ones, but it's a good one. Oof. So we virtually staggered all of them. Like, it was kind of fucked them up. I want to build up ego resource ready for the final wave, which will probably have Guido in it, and he's probably quite tough. To that end, we want to get some purple in there so we can get some more resources. I like fighting these guys, so it's quite enjoyable. I appreciate the game is definitely not too hard yet, but it's harder, and I appreciate the extra challenge. Being forced to think a little bit more is appreciated. Ah, the whistle. Kind of thought they'd all be dead this turn. I'm kind of surprised that they're not. Give it a go. Oh, you're gonna fuck him up. Oh, he's in so much trouble. Oof. He's dead. Yep, good times, good times. He's not feeling great. Neither is he. Goddamn. Yep, that dealt with them. Is our buddy here? Our buddy is not even here. What an outrage. Thought he was supposed to be being a big special guy and leading his men or whatever. Can I get this overclocked without... No. I need 5 purple. Downer. I could potentially get that this turn, though. Go for it. They can't stop Don Quixote anymore. They struggled to before, they definitely can't now. Though I noticed just then and forgot while I was doing it that I do need to get 3 gluttonous skills in the chain in order to get that observational eye. Which is something I need to keep in mind. God damn. That wasn't even close. Youch. This'll hurt. Yeah, it will. Now, if they could survive long enough, and I'm sure they can, I'd be disappointed if they didn't. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go. And it's got a little clock face. I love the little clock face. So much gluttony resonance. Let's go. Fucking dead. Just let me hit him with the overclock just once. I just want to see it. I just want to see it again, please. Please, just one more time. I think we skipped it because the original target died, which is very upsetting. Come on, there are other people to do it on. Oh my god, well, no, well, not anymore there aren't. Damn. I just wanted to see it, and I wanted to see it work properly and not hit our own people. That's all I wanted. Is that a crime? Lantern Dawn is so strong. I love her. But that's the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't have any fucking energy, and it's been over 2 hours, to be fair. And yeah, I could use an enkephalin box, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save that for in case I ever fuck up and need more energy. As it stands, we have enough for an episode, and goddamn, that was Encorpa for real. Like, I knew they'd be pretty hardcore, but I didn't, for some reason, I guess because they were featured as an identity, I didn't think they'd take a prominent place in the story. I thought they'd be a background detail, and I guess in the grand scheme of things, they probably are a background detail, but in Kanto 3, no, they're quite significant. Like, oh goddamn. They've done some stuff. That shit is nuts. That town is fucked. Poor Sinclair. I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing what happens next, but that'll be next time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching.
어디 계시는가? 이러다 숨어버린 나리를 초롱이 먼저 발견해서 물어버리면 어떡하려고?
Special thanks to Kira Tenhav, Draft, Dresso, Aiden Kelly, Sion Distance, LOL, Final Legend, Ethrabin, Linky, Zeon Cedar, Bimblewart, Mashoko Mime, Alkir, Honeydew Corporation, Sweet Baby Red, Lord Scullington, Jessicity, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Lepalolby, K-Bub, Magical, The Frostbite, Monsoon, Warmaster Oku, SCP-106A, Namad, and Kenny T800 for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. Our sinners are keeping on par. I'm learning a bit more about the combat system every day. Kind of embarrassing that it took me like between 9 and 11, depending on how you look at it, episodes to properly look at the clashing system and figure it out, but we're there now, and I think my gameplay has improved. I'm not having to use it too much, because so far Kanto 3 hasn't been that difficult. But it's definitely been harder, and definitely, like, if I hadn't leveled them up to 25, and if I hadn't been a little bit careful about party composition and skills used, we would either be struggling a lot more, or we may have lost one. I don't think I've lost one yet. The day will come. I will lose one eventually. I cannot keep this streak up forever. It might even be next time, and if it is next time, then I hope I see you there. Doodles. Goodbye.